Welcome back to my channel. Did you guys like my intro? I hope you guys kind of like how I had that intro in the beginning of my video. It was super cute. But today I'm super excited to be showing you guys my updated everyday full coverage long lasting makeup routine. The steps that I use I have some drugstore products in here and some high-end products, and the way I created this look was actually on accident one day. But I'll tell you guys all that in the makeup tutorial. I don't want to keep on rambling because I'm pretty sure you guys want to see how I got this flawless airbrushed, do you see? No filters, sis. Skin, then keep on watching. Alright, so I'm super excited to be showing you some of these new products that I have been loving lately, that I have added to my everyday foundation routine, full coverage foundation routine, a nice natural full coverage beat. So I have some drugstore and high-end products in this step routine for my everyday makeup routine. I already went in with my skincare, washed my face, put on my moisturizers and things like that. So for primer, I'm going in with the NYX Bare With Me. This is their hydrating jelly primer. So when I first tried this primer, when I put it on my face, I was like, okay, this is a little weird. Like, it's literally like a jelly. It's literally like a jelly consistency. And it's just really, it's like you're putting hair gel kind of on your face. That's the best way I could explain the feeling. So I just apply this all over my face, and it really gives me that hydration that I need. And one thing that I really liked about, and one thing that I also really liked about this primer is that after I put it on and it kind of really like settled into the skin and dried down, it gives you like that tacky feeling, so you know that your makeup is going to stick to your skin. So that's one thing I really liked about this primer. Okay, so another new primer that I've been loving is this First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. Now, the First Aid Beauty, their products, skincare, I actually really, really love. I'm actually going to be doing an updated skincare routine, and it's going to be featuring some of their products. So I'm excited to show you guys that. But I like to take this matte primer, a little bit of it, just about like that much, just because it is summertime now, and I just want to make sure my makeup is lasting throughout this heat, and it is hot here in Georgia, okay, y'all? So I really just like to focus it around my smile lines, of course, and kind of like tapping it in on my T-zone area as well, just kind of like tapping it into the skin. And it actually smells so good, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, it smells so good. So another product that I've really been loving and I've added to my step for this makeup as well is this NYX Bare With Me Prime, Set, and Refresh Multitasking Spray. So I like to go ahead and spray this on my face after I put in all my primers and things like that to get everything settled in together. And yeah, just soak up my face. All right, so for foundation for full coverage, which I have been loving lately, it makes my skin look so good. This is the Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation from Hourglass, and I go in with two shades. First I go in with Warm Beige, which is the lighter shade, then I mix it with Natural Amber, and it kind of gives me almost a perfect shade, almost, not really. So I really like to go in with these foundations, and it just leaves my skin looking super airbrushed, and it just literally lasts all day. Like, oh my gosh, I had this makeup on for over 8 hours the other day, and it just looked amazing. Okay, so this is like my favorite step right here. I've used this so many times on my channel, but I bring it back because I just can't believe how good it is and how it's so cheap. This is the Juno sponge, and this I feel like is also a really big step and key to having full coverage, smooth, really blended into your skin foundation, and you really get the product. Like, you don't waste product. You don't have to worry about the foundation seeping into the sponge and kind of taking away. This sponge doesn't soak in any product. Like, once you're dabbing it in your face, it's going on your face. So I love this sponge, and this sponge I believe is like $7 or $12, between there, one of those. So this Juno sponge is bomb.
Don't say nothing but this.
All right, do you guys see how, like, when I was applying the foundation, how it really just was so full coverage? Like, it literally covered up everything. I have no redness on my face anymore. Nothing is seeping through at all. Like, this sponge right here and with these foundations is a great combination. So now I need to move on to concealer, and I have been loving this Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless Concealer. I've used this plenty of times in my tutorials before, but I've come back to it and I love it. I just love the coverage it gives, and it kind of gives like a demi-matte type of finish as well. So I've been loving that. And I'm actually in the shade Light Warm Olive. In the shade, oh, I love it. So to blend it out, I'm just going to take the clean side of the sponge. Okay, so the concealer is on, but I really like to use this one because it really just gives it that extra coverage, but it kind of really blends in with the foundation, so you see there's really not much of a difference. So I'm going to take a little bit of the NARS Radiant Concealer in the shade Café con Leche and kind of just place that right here to kind of brighten it up just a tad bit. So you can see a little bit, it added more of a highlight type, but not too much, still very natural. So I'm going to take the side that had the foundation and just kind of blend it in so there's like no harsh lines or anything like that, and just so everything is nicely blended. So now on to cream contouring. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows real quick. Just line them up with some concealer, then we'll start with the cream contour. All right, so for cream contour, you guys know I used to love and obsess over the Black Opal foundation stick, but they have a new shade out called Warm Almond, and this is actually my first time using it. I normally go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the shade Cool Golden, but I wanted to try this one today, so hopefully it looks good. It's like brand new, so I have to like kind of tap it into my skin. I think I'm gonna rub it on the back of my palm first, and I'm taking this Morphe M536 brush, and I've really been liking this to blend in the contour shades lately. So I actually really like this shade. I just love the Black Opal foundation stick to use as a cream contour because it just blends out so well. I feel like foundation as a contour, cream contour, really blends out into the skin really well, and this shade's really nice. All right, so now I need to set my face, and here is what I feel like has made my foundation look so smooth. Literally no pores are shown. My face just looks airbrushed, no filter. My face looks like the filter on Instagram, the Paris one where it just smooths you out. That's how my face looks, but with no filter. So let me tell you what I use. So the other day I was at my friend's house and I had brought my makeup to do there. So I had my little makeup bag and I didn't have my setting powder. I didn't have my Makeup Revolution banana powder, and I was like, bro, what the hell? How am I gonna set my face? Like, I had already started my makeup when I was on that step. I was like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to set my face, like an actual setting powder. And I was like, So I have this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, and this is in the shade 2 Medium. And normally I only use this to kind of touch up and kind of powder in areas where I didn't want to put the actual translucent powder. So what I did, I was like, this gonna have to work. I just pray it works. I just hope it works. So what I did was I got my sponge, blended everything into my skin, making sure there was no creasings, things like that, under the eyes. Okay, so I got the back of the sponge that I used for my concealer, and I just rubbed it into the powder. And I got it on the back of the sponge, you see it right there, and I just applied it to my face like a setting powder. And I'm just pressing it into my skin. And as you guys can see, it already is giving me that airbrush look because that's what this literally is for. And then of course, I still do the same step and I take my little brush to swipe it away. When I tell you, like, you guys can kind of see on camera, like my skin looks super airbrushed. Because it is. Now I need to go in with a powdered bronzer. I'm taking my Becca bronzer. Loving this brush from BH Cosmetics. Now with that powder, I feel like I could definitely use maybe number 1 just because I got it originally to set the powders on my skin, like around my skin, not as a setting powder like for under the eyes. So definitely could use a shade lighter just so it can like brighten it just a tad. And I'm going ahead and mixing a little bit of the Fenty Beige Bajan Gal with it as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with some blush, and I'm going in with the Desert Rose blush from the Note. All right, so a little bit of blush is on. Now I need to go ahead and set everything into my face, so I'm taking the Bear With Me spray again from NYX. And after that one sets in, I then like to take the Hangover 3-in-1 primer replenishing setting spray. And I like to take this one because it gives a little moisture to the skin. This one doesn't really give any moisture, it really just kind of sets everything in. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of this. And I used to be obsessed with this stuff. You guys will know if you're OGs. All right, so now on the highlight, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlight in the shade Mo Honey right here, the newest highlight she came out with. I'm really just pressing it at the top of the cheekbones because I want like a nice subtle highlight. And I love this one because it gives you like that wet look. So on the forehead, I like to take the MAC Oh Darling one and just take a little bit of it just because this one's not glittery kind of like the other one, the Fenty Beauty one. So I just like to place that on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, like a swipe like that, and on the cupids.
The hottest, still pregnant, all I ride it. Y'all better go ahead with that weak shit. I'm sorry cause it's pussy gifted. I ain't got no free time, all my shit expensive. See my room, I watch my chain.
This is it. Let me go get dressed real quick and fix my hair because it's looking crazy. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like my skin right now, if you guys could see what it really looks like, let me scooch. If you guys could really see how flawless it looks right now, y'all will be like, sis, I'm going to buy all these products. Sis. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And leave me some comments down in the description below. And I'm missing something. I don't know. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.